Because they're barely open.
Just be mad, dude.
People aren't seeing it. People, they're open, but you're not allowed to play games. You have to stand far away and ogle each other.
All right. Any other thoughts on how to improve last week's pod?
I think probably
Improve.
less asthma.
Yeah.
I got some feedback that apparently some people actually care about the debate, and they're like, get on to the debate. Get on with it.
Did you tell them to stop listening?
Yeah.
This isn't for them. Okay.
Of course I did.
Most people tune in for the patter.
Yes.
That's the draw.
I thought most people tune in for me.
Well, I guess
That's what I tell myself before I go to sleep every night.
That's fair. You do what you have to do.
Yeah. Does everyone else do the same thing?
They said bring back the Sampson brothers. They just want them
More
on the
Sampson.
podcast all the time.
More Samson.
Yeah,
brothers.
this is the only podcast where they don't skip the ads.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Guys. Hey.
Oh.
Yo, hey, Kenny.
Oh, we're just.
You came out of nowhere.
Nope.
Got real cold.
good
in
I
here.
thought you'd at least knock.
It's,
Yeah.
it's almost like you're
Usually
in the
your
room the
character
entire time.
knocks.
Yeah,
and you're like, I'm
his
here.
thing is kind of like he knocks and then comes in, but it's fine that you just
Now,
knock.
now they felt like your character was sitting with us this
Yeah.
whole time.
Which he wasn't.
I'm always here, guys. I gotta be paying attention. These are my numbers I'm talking about here. And right now, bar sports, guys? Bar games? This is what we're coming up with? This is the best?
Well, we thought people would miss
One
it.
of the best.
Yeah, because they weren't able to go to the bar.
Still aren't able at most places. Come on, guys. These aren't pulling the numbers in. You're, at this rate, you're going to be making pods for months. I need basic. I need something that can get the eyeballs, the earballs onto the pod. What do you got for me?
What do you guys think?
I mean, if we want basic, we could do like best Fortnite dance.
Best Fortnite dance? No, we're not getting just the teams.
What about White Claw versus Truly?
White Claw versus Truly.
Yeah,
It has appeal, but no, Joe, no.
Okay, how about this? This one's pretty topical right now. 90 Day Fiancé versus Love is Blind.
The last season's paywalled. It's got a limited audience. I don't know if we can cash it on the memes just yet.
Fuck.
What about the Beatles versus the Rolling Stones?
The Beatles versus the Rolling Stones?
Get that coveted dad on.
I think it's I think it's topical, right?
It's a throwback.
Joe, your aunt, she might, yeah, no? Okay.
God damn it, guys. I don't want to say it.
Don't you fucking
It's
dare.
okay, Brandon.
No, I don't want to say it.
Don't you dare.
I know that we're gonna sell out, but we can't sell out this much, can we?
Brandon, it's okay.
Stay strong.
Say it.
Let me hear it.
I think we have to do The Office versus Parks and Rec.
Take your stance, do not budge. Find a way to convince the judge. You were up all night studying around the clock for this trial. That's a mock.
Hey, Kenny, can you shut the door on the way out?
Yeah, make a pod.
That guy's always sneaking in here.
Oh, thank goodness. All right, hello, and welcome to Mock Trial, the best and only debate/game show. In case you didn't hear us last week, we have stickers now. So if you see them around town, just know it's not about a school extracurricular. It's about us being great in the only way we know how to. Today we are selling out in the best way, and we hope you enjoy it. We will be talking about Parks and Recreation and The Office. So, on Team Office, we have a team captain, and his name is Brandon. Hi,
Yes.
Brandon.
Hi.
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 Who's your team member?
I've got Lucas.
Hi, Lucas.
What up?
He's here.
I wasn't here last week.
No, you were sick, or what were you?
Yeah,
You were just
sick.
gone.
He wasn't here.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon, what's your fact?
My fact is Trinity College is in Dublin, Ireland, and it started in 1592.
Is that correct? Yep, it's a fact.
I saw
it. Yep, all right. And then what is your team name?
We are the one and only, actually the second and other Scrantonicity. which was a band led by Kevin Malone in The Office, but since they broke up, we are Scrantonicity now.
And why did you choose Scrantonicity?
Why?
Because we like The Office and we like music.
Yeah.
And Kevin.
And the police.
And the police.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Don't Stand is a good coronavirus anthem.
Yeah.
Don't stand so close
Yeah.
to me.
Is that by the police?
It is.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. And on Teams Park and Rec, we have a team captain, and his name is Joe.
Hello, Ariel. Hello, mock trial listeners. How's everyone doing out there?
This is Joe and Matt in the morning.
I'm joined here by my buddy Matt.
All
Hey.
right. And Joe, do you want to give me your fact?
Yeah, I will literally give it to you. Here's a piece of paper.
All right. Oh, Joe, this is Did you want me to read all of this as one fact?
Yeah, it's like 1A, 1B, 1C.
All
yeah.
right. So
Good note taking, dude.
Joe's fact is sometimes he gets on Venmo and just is a nosy Nelly. A nosy little Nelly. A nosy little Nelly? All right. He heats up his DIY sauna with a microwave. The trick is to leave the microwave door open and make sure the sleeping bag stays. The trick is to leave the microwave door open and make sure the sleeping bag stays sealed. I don't feel like we should tell people that. Don't try that at home.
He also cures coronavirus too.
There you
Actually,
Is that
He's keeping the
Well, he
DIY
doesn't-
spirit of this podcast
doesn't
alive
have it,
and
and he
other
does.
facets of my life.
You gotta kill it with heat.
he will be bringing back visor beanies, so purchase them while you can.
Joe, you say you're going to bring back a fashion trend every year. I want to see this.
Well, there's
Visor
not a
beanie.
deadline for bringing things back. It's just in the future.
visit our mock trial store for visor beanies with mock trial logos on them.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's what I was getting to.
Hashtag
Just a
not
sticker
trial.
on the hat.
That's
I mean,
metal.
we'll just stick the sticker on the hat, yeah, but still,
Is there a discount code for that?
no.
The discount code is hats we found at dumpsters.
Yeah.
and that
One-
actually makes it 50% more expensive.
And that's
So
one word, and dumpsters is capitalized. Didn't make the code.
So viewers, Varun is not here with us today because he had explosive jury duty.
Yeah, stop reading your text from Varun.
he had explosive jury duty.
Yeah. It
He's
was,
very
I think-
excited
I think
about it.
He's not allowed to talk about it, but I think it's an arson case.
Jury duty is actually in the office, so I can't wait to talk about it.
I'm sure there's a jury duty episode.
Wow,
of
sounds like a
Parks and Rec.
riveting episode. Can't wait to
Yeah.
hear about it.
Let her introduce.
Sorry.
Instead, so we were sitting outside just now having a gas, and we actually saw one of our really close friends, Raj Patel.
Hello, yes, I was walking down the street and these people yelled at me. And in today's climate, it is if a white person yells at you, it is just easier to do it. They said they needed some kind of quota because their normal person was not there. So now I'm here.
That was nice of you to say that you trusted us that much.
It's not a matter of trust. It's safety.
Safety first, right?
And to reiterate, the other person that is usually here that's not here is Varun.
Yes.
Okay. Just to make that clear.
Crystal.
He's currently in the courthouse being very, very enthusiastic about jury duty.
Exploding with glee.
With joy.
Yeah, with joy.
I hope he stays hydrated.
I hope so too.
Same.
It's
I
a
hope-
really nice thing to hope for another person.
Yeah.
You know?
I hope everybody stays hydrated.
We should say that instead of God bless you when you sneeze.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah. I think that's why you sneeze.
Is that a fact?
Keep going.
That's
Hey,
another
keep
fact.
going.
Hold on,
Now I
keep
wanna
going.
know
You know
more
that
about
I
that
wanna hear this.
instead of the Trinity College fact,
Yeah.
you sneeze because you're dehydrated.
All right, so we'll go ahead and
Yeah.
erase that.
I'm gonna
last one
cut that
from our
out and
memory.
put that back.
He's not going to do
I'm
that.
not.
So let's get to our opening statements. Let's start with Team Parks and Rec.
Thank God.
Parks and Rec. Short for Parks and Recreation. Started in 2009.
Yeah.
Ran for 7 seasons. Ended this year, right? 2020?
No.
Last year.
2015, I think.
2015. They squeezed in. I don't know why I saw. Oh, you know why I thought 2020? Because they just released that special.
Just had, like, the special.
Yeah. You don't have to.
So I knew it didn't run that long, but that last episode came later, so it still counts. So 09 to 2020. And it came out, in a time of uncertainty and stress after the 08 financial crisis. And this charming, less reliant on cringe humor, mockumentary-style sitcom, it really just brightened people's lives and made people realize, hey, things can happen that are funny in Middle America too. Not just all the funny stuff seem to always be happening in California,
Right.
or New York. Great female protagonists, great cast of characters that are more kind of immediately likable. You don't have to wait 3 seasons to get a feel for a guy. You just like him right away. After a lukewarm season 1, critically, that is, I think the biggest critique was that it was a little too much like The Office, which I get it. I mean, that show was already obsolete in 09. And just to be reminded of that show, probably just made people
sour
bitter.
taste,
Sour taste in their mouth. But yeah, just a bunch of lovable characters along the way. Matt, do you have anything to add?
I mean, and Pawnee just created a better overall setting than Scranton, I would say. So Pawnee itself is just a better setting. I felt like I could live in that town. I mean, in The Office, you just had Dunder Mifflin, the little tiny office in the paper
They
company.
barely
So,
went outside
exactly.
of that office. They went all over the town of Pawnee.
And
So yeah,
beyond.
better setting, better characters, better runtime. Those 7 seasons was just the perfect amount. They didn't overdo it. They didn't drag it on. They didn't have 2 unnecessary seasons. And of course, that was from 09 to 2020.
Oh man, we're really doing this. All right, so Team Office, what's your opening statement?
Sorry. First off, we want everyone to know that The Office is kind of the reason for Parks and Rec, kind of the reason for the mockumentary style, and it also was one of the big reasons that Michael Schur was even able to be part of Parks and Rec. So it's kind of like a holy ground for comedy. You can quote that. You can write that down if you want. But we're gonna keep it pretty short. The Office made more careers. It was funnier. It was more relatable. I think it showed off Middle America a little bit better than Parks and Rec, because it's about working in an office, which you hate, instead of a local government, which no one works in. That's not even a real job.
No.
Yeah, I think the Parks and Rec's one of their main characters hated working for the government.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, we're just gonna keep it short and sweet. We got a lot of material here, but no Office, no Parks. It pretty much led to Michael Schur doing bigger and better things later on. It had a perfect runtime, I think, and also a perfect finale instead of a final season that was like 3 years in the future or whatever.
Yeah.
That's hard to follow. And just relatable, funny, groundbreaking, I'd say.
For sure.
And we've got a lot of other good things to say that we're going to keep in our pocket until we're forced to talk about them.
Yep.
Do you have anything else?
No, I think you said it.
We were going to say the same thing. See that? We're on the same page.
It's nice. That's how a team should be.
By the way, we're going to keep it extra dry over here because dry humor rocks.
He looked at the camera. There's no camera in the room.
Yeah, he did a Jim face to the mic.
Raj, now that you know why you're here, do you have any strong feelings?
And you're not
about
kidnapped,
anything?
by the way.
No.
He came in here.
I can leave whenever I want.
Like, door's
Whoa.
unlocked.
Okay.
We didn't say you could, but
You can leave whenever after
Raj.
this.
I'm just
pod.
saying the door is unlocked.
Raj, look at me.
I've seen both of these shows. I work in an office for the Parks and Rec department of my city.
The paper department of that
No, for Parks,
Parks and
and
Rec.
Yeah.
Did
But the
you hear
paper
him?
department for Parks and Rec?
I work in an office
Okay,
for Parks and Rec.
There is paper,
I'm just
I'm sure it's there,
Yeah.
but
so.
wanna
yeah,
make sure we're fair.
learning from American customs from these shows is difficult. I told my HR person to fuck themselves, and I got written up. And when I hit on my receptionist, I have to take classes 3 times a week. But I'll adjust. We'll
Yeah.
get there.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and go to a break, and we'll be back shortly.
You just found him on the street.
Hello, my name is Mr. Cleo, and I'd like to talk to you about my new app, the Facepalm. Facepalm. Have you ever wanted to have your palm read? Well, in today's trying times, we're all in this together. Use Facepalm. Snap a picture of your hand, send it to me, and I'll have a psychic reading your way in 3 to 5 business days. So, let's take some testimonial calls. Oh, we have a caller on the line. Hello, have you used Facepalm?
Yeah, I used Facepalm the other week, and 3 to 5 business days later, it said fortune would come your way. Well, here, behold, I found $5 in my jeans while doing laundry the other day. So thanks, Facepalm.
Wow, the universe works in mysterious ways. Thank you. Oh, we have another caller. Hello, have you used Facepalm?
Hey, Mr. Cleo.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, man? I just want to say thanks. You were right about my dog. He did end up coming back. And also, I just wanted to ask something. I recently got connected to a crime that I may or may not have been a part of 15 years ago, and I thought that was in my past. And it actually happened like a week after I sent in my palm to your guys' registry. Yeah, the FBI came a-knocking, and you have 2 more minutes at the Scranton prison. So yeah, Cleo, I just wanted to say, do you guys had anything to do with that? Was it just a coincidence?
Well, sir, did you read the terms of service agreement? Because it very clearly states on page 9 that we upload all photos to the FBI database.
Yeah, I read the accept or do not accept part, and I really wanted my palm read, so I hit accept. I read it.
All right, well, you made your bed, now lie in it. Next caller. Oh, hello. Have you used Facepalm?
Hi, yes, I've used Facepalm, yes. But before I used Facepalm, I gave your phone number, Mr. Cleo, to my son, and my son used Facepalm, and he took a picture, right? He took a picture of his hand. He sent you a picture, and then on Monday night he passed away. Natural causes. Some people would like to say that heroin had something to do with it, but you know, we are a good Christian family, and although my son has a lot of pocks on his face and a lot of indents in his arm, heroin had nothing to do with it this time. He just died of natural causes. And either way, we didn't get a letter until Tuesday saying that he was going to die. He sent his stuff in on Thursday. You said 3 to 5 business days. Is that not correct?
Well, ma'am, the weekends do not count as business days. You have to allow.
Well,
for
but
some,
there are some businesses that are open. Is that not correct?
Well, this business not so much, ma'am. But
Well, but there are businesses, and you know, I don't like the way that you are talking to me. So I would like to speak to your manager,
Oh shit. Okay. 1 sec.
Mr. Cleo.
Paul! Paul! What?
Hello.
Someone wants to talk to you!
Oh, this
Can't you
man.
handle it? No!
Sweet baby
All
Jesus.
right, I'll be right in there.
All right, ma'am. She'll be right over.
Jesus, fuck. Mr. Cleo, you can't handle all these problems. What hire you for?
Hi, ma'am. This is Paul, the manager at the Facepalm. Facepalm.
Oh, Paul, you sound like a nice young man. I was just telling Mr. Cleo that you are responsible for my son dying.
Why would you say that? I'm very sorry about your son's death, by the way.
Mr. Cleo, we have about 10 seconds left before we go off air.
Excuse me, are you hanging up on me?
We'll
That's-
see you next time.
That's
on
5 seconds.
Facepalm. Bye, Facepalm.
Welcome back. So before we left you, we found out the team name for Team Office, and that was Scrantonicity, but we did not get a team name from Team Parks and Rec. Joe?
We would have provided it if prompted.
Okay,
We
that's
take no
not a part of this
liability.
discussion. That is not.
Is that your name?
But by the way, we are Sweet on Sweetums.
Sweet on Sweetums.
It's a reference to
So corporate.
our favorite show, Parks and Rec.
Is that why you chose that name?
Obesity is running rampant in this country,
Yeah.
and you worshipping corporations like Sweetums just goes to show.
Well, did you see that ad they put out about how, like, in these, especially times like these, it's
These
good.
trying
to-
times.
Yeah,
These
Sweetums cares about
Unprecedented time.
Sweetums
washing
cares.
its hands when it sells all the goods and like.
I mean, the workers are heroes, really.
Yep.
Isn't all you sell, or not all you sell, excuse me, all Sweetums sells is corn syrup?
No, they make candy masks now. You can eat them.
Dope.
But made from corn syrup.
All right, so let's get started. In 2015, Vulture writer Margaret Lyons wrote, "While The Office held much stronger ratings and a longer run, Parks and Recreation will close its 7 seasons as the more successful show." Does that sound true?
Of course not.
Well,
No.
let's
Of
start
course
with
so.
The Office.
So how could a show that ran longer and was more successful, how can Parks beat that being shorter?
Being shorter and abruptly ended after its fan base became just like completely obsessed. That's usually when you want a show to keep going.
It's like if someone's successful at their job, and they only worked there for 5 years, and like, oh, they were really successful, then they left at their prime, and then you
Yeah.
talk about someone who worked there for 20 years, was very successful, and left when their time was up.
You know what Parks and Rec should have done is if people wanted to leave the show, maybe some of the main stars, maybe find a way to keep it going and actually end with the ratings way higher than anyone would have thought they would have been, like a little show called The Office, who ended on a huge high note.
Yep.
They
didn't have to fast forward
exactly
3 years in the future when
Yeah.
they could have had 3 seasons.
It's called lazy writing, I think.
Lazy, yeah.
Was that high note that it ended on, was that comparatively high to the just bottomless pit it was in the last 2 seasons?
It was great.
No, the last season its ratings were really good. The seasons before,
It showcased the talent of the cast without Steve Carell.
exactly, we wouldn't have the careers
Is
of
that
Mindy
what it
Kaling, BJ Novak. We wouldn't have.
We love Mindy Kaling
We
in my house.
love.
Love her.
Why?
Beautiful. Kelly Kapoor, beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why she was with BJ Novak. She could have found a nice Indian boy on TamilMatrimony.com.
Well, she did towards the end of the show, but she left. She left him. He was a doctor because
Viola?
Ryan was such a flawed and perfect character.
Yeah,
Much-
he won her over by dressing like an Indian guy on a horse.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true. But yeah,
Is
I mean,
that true?
it's one
Yeah,
probably.
And she left her baby.
Well, no, that you're thinking of that happened earlier. He did kind of just give away his baby to be with Kelly, which is adorable.
And
Yeah.
negligent?
No, it wasn't actually his
think-
baby. It was
yeah.
someone else's.
I think you're seeing their relationship through
Rose-colored
rose-colored glasses. I
glasses,
think
yeah.
it was very kind of toxic, one would describe.
We're hitting on a lot of stuff
Like
here.
all the relationships in the Office.
Oh
a lot of them
yeah,
are built on
a lot of
trust.
bad examples for young kids watching.
Or more like a realistic
Like-
version of what life's going to be like.
Yeah.
It's
what-
not gonna
what
be-
to watch out for.
Some rosy local government where in reality nothing gets done, but for some reason Leslie Knope, Joe Biden fan, by the way, just loves working for someone that hates the government. That makes all the sense in the world. Go on.
I would love to think about Michael Scott's political beliefs if the show
Dare dwell. in
Number
there.
one, be good at improv. That's his number. That's one. Two, love your coworkers.
And
What's wrong with that?
Be
Is
narcissistic.
is that what he wants out of a president, or is that what
First of all, I don't believe that Michael Scott would be.
We don't have to go there.
registered
You just
vote.
went there.
Yeah.
I don't think that he actually could tell you the name of a president. He, I will say, maybe it predicted the future a little bit. He had a Donald Trump book that he took a lot of his managerial styles from, so that's cool.
Is that? Did you
Is
just make
that-
that
is
up,
that cool?
or did he actually use the art?
Hey,
of the
who's
deal?
the president? I don't know.
He would be an art of the deal guy. But let's be honest here.
One of the best.
The Office was good for 2 seasons.
What?
And of course, I'm referring to the UK Office.
Well, we're not referring to
Slam.
that, so I don't know what you're talking about. It.
Yeah, as the moderator, I will say that this is purely United States
Oh,
office.
Okay, well then.
I'm not a big fan of the UK in general.
Yeah, no one is. That's why.
Not
That's why
good.
Greg Daniels came in. And
Never
made a much better
forget.
show.
Never forget.
Wait, we don't. We use that for something else.
Yeah, that's not for.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
you're not allowed to use that.
And you guys use the classic Shrek 1 versus Shrek 2 argument of saying, well, Parks and Rec wouldn't be what it was if it weren't for
Actually,
The Office.
our
And
argument
guess what
was-
happened last time that argument was made? Shrek 2 won.
Yeah.
The updated, enhanced version.
No, our argument was literally Michael Schur wouldn't have a career without The Office. He wouldn't be able to create
Oh.
Parks and Rec.
Fun. Let's talk about...
So I'm just saying, like, our argument's way better.
Is that true though? That's a really
Yeah, I don't think
interesting
that's
argument.
necessarily-
Yeah, because if they're going back to the UK office, even though that's not what the argument is, if we were talking about Michael Schur being able to make Parks and Recreation, do you think he would be able to make Parks and Rec based off of the UK office alone?
Yeah, I think if anything, he would have found his. He would have been able to find his
Yeah.
voice more without having. He had that first season of Parks and Rec that kind of was trying
Was
to emulate
terrible.
The Office.
The mockumentary
So, yeah, it wasn't
has
as
been
good.
around since
Oh,
was
I-
Spinal Tap. The
I
first
love
mockumentary?
shows that you can't even watch the first season. All the Parks and Rec fans, you have to start with the second one. The first one's complete dog shit. Like, that's awesome.
You don't have to.
No,
you
it's
have-
watchable.
Yeah,
it just
and it's
gets
only six-
better
and it's
from
only
there.
six seasons- and it's
It
only
just
6
gets
episodes.
better.
What's kind of missing? It's one of like it's 2 of its best characters, Ben
Well,
and Chris.
And if we're talking about first of anything, what was the first episode of The Office?
First episode of The Office.
Pilot.
What was the pilot about?
Oh, it was fantastic. Did you not remember it?
No, that's
World's
that's
Best
what.
Boss.
What was it? World's Best
Yeah.
Boss?
Yeah, the world's
Yeah,
best
he had
boss.
he had a mug. And a,
Oh, let me guess. He was cringy.
no,
Did he do a cringe?
Not, he wasn't cringy until the Diversity Day episode.
Jim looked at the camera, shrugged.
Hey, well, he's wondering why there's a cameraman in his office. We would all wonder that.
No, he knew. He knew. He had camera
No.
awareness.
No.
We all know Jim likes to film.
Oh, so every time Jim did his classic Jim look at the camera, it was, what is that camera guy doing in this office?
Exactly. Well, he was looking for Pam.
I always thought it was like, can you believe this crazy office I'm working in? Look.
You would think that.
He was frantically looking for
He was
Pam.
looking
Does
for Pam,
anybody
the love
in,
of his life.
Parks and Recreation, do they do that like deadpan look?
Yeah, Ben White probably does it more than Jim does.
Yeah, which I mean, he stole it from
Yeah,
Jim.
stole it.
Love Adam Scott, but I mean that's probably his worst role ever. I'm sure, right?
What?
Let's just go with that. That's his worst role ever.
I
Agree. Thank you.
launched his career. We wouldn't have a lot of Ben's.
No, he had a
we
career
wouldn't have
before.
Scott.
He had a
was-
career
when
before
he was
that.
Derek.
Excuse
Step
me,
Brothers.
Krampus.
That was after.
amazing.
Exactly.
We should bring that back up around Christmas.
He was in a movie called like Children of Adult Divorce or some shit, and it was great.
He was
Of
in,
the corn.
It was so good.
Children of
Children of
Divorce.
of the corn of divorce.
And he was Derek in Step Brothers.
That was a great role
Yep.
by him.
Yeah,
So Adam Scott, a great actor.
He was also in Boy Meets World a couple episodes.
that's
Yeah.
what started his
Yeah.
career. So
I
he didn't
think-
even need Parks and
I
Rec.
also feel like we didn't really answer your question.
No, it's
And so you were saying like 2015. So we're talking like ending, right? Like
well,
it
we're
ended on a
talking
good
about
note.
when Parks, and Recreation closed in 2015. Because this article that Margaret Leanne's on what was it, Vulture?
Yeah.
wrote, it was in 2015. Don't worry about who she
Who
is. I
even
don't
is
really
that?
know. Well, when you Google
Can we-
Parks and Rec, yeah, go ahead.
He was just trying to redirect it to them when we
Right.
it was
Well, I
specifically
was
like,
wondering
hey,
who
can
it
we answer?
was.
What makes it more successful is really the question.
I think really, I mean, if you look at the whole series, there's very little gaps that you need to skip. The Office, people are
Except
like,
for the
you can,
first season.
you don't even have to watch after Michael leaves the first time. That should have where it ended. Season 7, that's the sweet spot. Maybe they should have taken a page out of Parks and Rec and just cut out season
if they
7.
had known, if they had
If they
visions
would
of
have
the future.
envisioned, yeah, right. They're like, we can keep this going without Michael
That would
Scott,
have been that
the
really
key
would have been the
character.
perfect amount of time.
I think any real Office fan would let you know that they enjoyed the later seasons. Especially, I think The Office is probably one of the most rewatched shows that's out there. And I think that when you rewatch the later seasons, they're actually really good. They you get a little bit of Will Ferrell for 3
so
episodes.
bad in that.
James Spader, who was wonderful.
forgettable.
Forgettable.
I
He
forgot he was in there. So
well,
yes.
you're not a true fan. Robert California, exactly. That wasn't even his real name. And then they bring back whatever his name is. And
And
then,
then
Forgettable.
I'll just help you because I like this kind of stuff. But Idris Elba.
oh, Idris Elba. Thank you. Yeah, and Kelly Kapoor loved Idris Elba, but he didn't like anyone because he was trying to do an American accent the whole time, and
It's hard.
it's hard. Yeah,
hard.
I'm doing it now.
I liked his character because he saw the real Jim, a sadistic slacker bully.
He's not a bully.
He saw Jim for what
He
he
has
is.
fun
Oh,
at
oh,
work.
He's
He has
not
fun
a
at work.
bully.
He has fun at work.
At other people's expenses.
No, and
And
well,
that's
at
how
the
you get the
expense of-
girl.
yeah.
You pick on the nerd.
He also gave
That's what The
Dwight
Office
a
teaches
chance
you. Yeah.
too, and
I
Dwight
think-
did not come through.
I think Dwight worked harder. Actually, here you brought up an article. I've got an article right here. It's a Vice article by Barry Simpson, and it said that Dwight was supposed to be killed off after season 1. I'm reading it right here.
Barry
He just
Simpson.
wrote
Is
it
that,
down. Viewers,
But
you can't
Jim
see
made
this
it.
at your home,
Jim's
but he
feud
just
with
wrote that
him made
down.
him so likable that they kept him around for all the seasons.
I will say there is a man in my office named Reginald. He is quite strange. I put his mouse in a bowl of pudding, and now I have one less tooth. So
Was it tapioca at least?
no,
Oh,
it was chocolate mousse.
Raj, did you say you have one less tooth?
Yes.
Okay.
wait. So how many teeth would you say you have? I'm kidding. That's a terrible question.
Yeah, nobody knows how many teeth you have.
32, I believe, is the.
Is that how
average.
many?
31.
Is the average.
Have
See, I've
you-
got a
Yeah.
baby tooth that never came out. Fun fact. That's my fact.
It's too late for that. Save that one for next
Yeah,
week.
he's really.
Raj, have you ate any crunchy pudding over the last couple days?
But I have a couple comments about.
So it wasn't your tooth wasn't in the
Oh,
pudding.
wait a second.
We can talk about his tooth.
Well, I thought his tooth was pretty, like,
I got
far
punched.
more entertaining than
I
Parks
got
and
punched
Rec.
in the face.
Well, if we're done with success, we can always move on to the next question. But I believe Joe has...
Real quick on the success. Are you still on the success?
Well, Joe
Yeah.
has something.
Go
Let's
for
Well,
it.
go to Joe.
it's a comment. I don't know if this will be a question, but on the like rewatchability, is that a question?
No,
Which one's
no,
more of a-
you got it.
Is that the
This
oh.
is all you.
But yeah, just the rewatch in The Office. You know, I just think it's a shame all the great content that is being missed out because people are rewatching those
Like what?
200 episodes for the 6th time. You know, there's
You know
other
what?
shows.
I believe both of these would be better if there was more singing and dancing.
Yeah.
It'd be way
Take a
more
page out of
rewatchable.
Bollywood. Yeah.
Yes.
Take a page out of My People's Book.
Well, Raj, is there
should've been doing
is there like an Indian office yet?
No, there is in Calcutta. There is one. It is just called the hospital. Everyone is a doctor. It's not funny.
Oh. Is there singing and dancing though?
No, it's more like school,
Oh.
and we all have to go.
Are you talking about med school?
So it
Yes.
it
So
it
it's not a TV.
represents comedic complacency.
Oh,
I'm talking about what The Office stands.
here's the alliteration segment.
Yep. You know what, folks?
Right on time.
You know what, folks? He called me out. No more alliteration. Psych. Placed on a pedestal of pedestrian placation.
Fucking got him.
Okay, Raj, we brought you in here as a guest. Don't
The
disrespect
Office
us.
I'm hype as fuck right now.
The Office is a monument to mediocrity and a surrender of self-expression. You should be ashamed of yourself if you have ever uttered the sentence, well, I actually haven't found another show to sink my teeth into just yet, so I think I'll just rewatch The Office. It's over.
Yeah.
You've drained that well.
Am I supposed to watch
You're,
This Is Us?
you're just lying to yourself right now.
Was that a poem?
It's an angry
It
poem.
can be.
Joe, I'm just curious now. What are you watching right now? I mean, you should be probably sinking your teeth in something.
He's rewatching Young Sheldon
Well,
because he watched Big Bang
Wait,
Theory
no
too many
spoilers.
times.
No
I'm
spoilers.
so embarrassed.
I'm not caught
I'm
up.
sorry. I'm sorry to answer that for him, but
yeah. Sorry to ruin the bit, but we'll just go.
So Joe, what are you sinking your teeth into right now?
Oh well, right now I'm rewatching The Office.
oh,
I mean, for research for this show.
Yeah, just for
what time are you on, dude?
research. Oh.
Yeah, how many times have you rewatched The Office? All right, 7. All right, so clearly The Office is more rewatchable. That answered your question, right, Ariel?
No.
I didn't
I
even
don't think
argue.
you actually get to decide. You get to argue, but you don't get to
Oh.
decide.
And the success
So-
The Office had without streaming capabilities.
So which show had the...
Whoa, what? We're just going to sweep that one under the rug?
That one just got no.
Hey, look, people don't have a Pawnee shirt. They have a Dunder Mifflin
Just
shirt,
crickets.
okay?
They have a mouse.
What are you going to buy at Spencer's
do
gift?
have- they
No, no, that's going to be as fake as your article you brought up.
Look
Not-
it up.
Not like my Vice article by Barry Simpson.
That
No,
you
he-
wrote
he
down.
definitely
Well, I
does.
wrote it
You
down to
were saying
remember it. I wrote it down to remember it.
If something is on paper, it is real.
That's the Office mentality. Dunder Mifflin.
Paper.
Which show had the best romantic relations that fans could stand?
Who goes
Parks and
first?
Rec.
Because our
Yeah,
classic
no,
bit is
yeah.
like,
Go
well, our
with
show.
go with
Well, our
Leslie and
show.
Ben. So fun.
Well, ours is actually tough because we have to choose between.
You got Leslie and Ben and
or
April and Andy. Both
It's
very
close.
organic relationship.
Yeah.
The problem with The Office's Jim and Pam is that they aren't actually good for each other. Because Roy did no wrong. Roy should be with Pam. Jim should be with Karen. Those two people are gonna. Those relationships were great. And they ruined
Hashtag
it.
Roy's our boy.
Roy's our boy.
Awesome.
So
Yeah, Pam's just kind of like an enabler to.
yeah, not once did I ever
Jim's,
see. I mean, if she was unhappy during lunch, sure, Roy
Wait.
was a douchebag.
Can you guys explain
Jim's
why the
bullying.
Parks and Rec relationships are better
Better?
than The Office? I'd like to hear
it's
that.
yin and yang with Andy and April. Andy, lovable, goofy, outgoing.
Yeah.
April, kind of, relatable in some ways, but also kind of apathetic.
Sardonic.
Yeah.
Psychotic.
In a good
you,
way.
Raj.
In a good way.
It was, kind of deadpan.
Yeah.
So they bring
There are
out the
other
best
dead
in each
things
other.
associated with it.
Leslie and Ben, they just both push each other to be their best selves.
Ben simps for Leslie, and I don't stand for that.
Ben does what for Leslie?
Simps?
They
What is-
commit
what is
fraud
that?
together.
What is
They
Sims?
defraud the government.
It's like he'll do anything for his girlfriend. He doesn't even hang out with his boys.
He doesn't have boys.
Exactly.
You mean the cones of Dunshire?
What does he do on Saturdays?
She doesn't.
Nothing. He
Co-
fucking goes to the farmer's
got no
market with
boys.
Leslie.
And Leslie doesn't support any of his fun things he does.
Exactly.
Tones of Dunshire, hated
Exactly.
it.
She made him
what
run
was
for
his-
Senate.
What was his 3-second claymation film?
Oh,
Where it was just
stand in the.
Requiem for a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Standing in the
Hey, that was
He's
great.
wearing his letters to Cleo shirt.
I think one place where you guys went wrong is that the best relationship in The Office isn't Jim and Pam. It's Phyllis and Bob Vance.
Interesting.
Everyone knows that.
So the side you get to see maybe like how many total episodes? Maybe 3 or 4 episodes in.
Bob
200
Vance is in
and some?
13 episodes.
There's
I
a whole
looked it up.
wedding.
13 of 200.
Yeah, well,
And
because
that's your best
less is more with
relationship.
Bob Vance. What else do you know? A guy that sells refrigerators.
His name,
Bob
and how
Vance.
and what he does.
Anyway, Phyllis. Michael said it most. She gives him a boner, and I think we can all agree.
I think
not
that
wrong
that
there.
is the most important thing I look for in a woman.
Thank you. And so what if Jim dated Karen Filippelli, who was also
She would have never met Chris Traeger.
We actually have a point about.
okay, but so what
Sheeta.
if he dated Amy Adams once? Who cares? Everyone knows that Pam, little Pam, with her curly hair, who has a major glow
Who
up in
cheated
season
on her
5,
fiance.
did not cheat.
No.
Kissing isn't cheating.
Kissing
Write
is
it down.
cheating.
Exactly.
Kissing
Nope.
is cheating
I
where I
gotta write
come
it down.
from.
Yeah.
When someone tells me to write it down, I have
I cannot
to.
believe you guys haven't used that tool yet. Write it down. Kissing
Right.
isn't
No.
cheating.
Oh,
Kissing
and then
isn't
and then
cheating.
she says the famous line, "We were on a break."
Exactly. And also, you guys haven't watched the deleted scenes on YouTube. Roy hits Pam.
You know,
Jesus.
you know what's worse than cheating? Lack of commitment.
Ooh.
That's Roy. They were engaged for 3 years.
Yeah.
He left her at a hockey game.
But also, timeout is a deleted scene canon because it's like not.
It
didn't
is when
actually
it
happen.
is when it's released in a DVD set and
Wait
then
a
put
second.
on YouTube.
Let's go back for a second. Lucas, what
About-
did you just say?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Who,
Sorry, look at poor
It's,
sweet baby boy. He's
hey.
making these good points, and we're just like, all right, on to the next thing.
No.
I guess
just feel
tread
like he
lightly
was,
here.
He was. Were you just cheering for the other team? Is that what I just heard?
Which team?
No, they were saying that Roy should have been the guy who married Pam, and we do not like Roy on the team office. We prefer Jim.
No. And honestly, like
Roy's
Pam,
kind of a douchebag, but he's a lovable douche.
No.
Everybody has one.
Yeah,
he
he
goes
goes
all
Pam
Roy-
marrying Jim was
Well-
the best thing for Roy. He got his life together.
He
I
didn't
mean,
get the jet
was this
skis
before
though.
or after he hit her?
Well, he hits her at the beginning, and it's really
And
unfortunate.
that's
Like
This is the
honestly,
first episode.
there's 2 deleted scenes in The Office that you need to watch. The one where Michael hangs himself in front of children in a haunted house, and the one where Roy beats Pam, and Pam says, "It's okay. I love him. He's so nice and friendly." You have to watch both of those to understand the
Yeah,
series.
So that's the direction that The Office was
Yeah.
trying to go for. They should have stuck with that. Or
Well,
maybe I would have.
you know,
maybe
But
I'd
they're
watched.
like, let's not have an edge. Let's just
at least
stay-
they tried to be edgy on like Parks and Rec. Like the diversity.
That's not what
day.
Parks and Rec is about.
Parks
They-
and
they
Rec
also
is
did
almost-
Good vibes.
No,
man.
it's about
But there's
just
issues.
cheering for the establishment. Hooray!
and they deleted that scene.
the small town establishment. The small
No.
government.
What scene did they?
Yeah. Local
Did they delete
government
another scene?
Oh.
and like public servants.
Oh
or
no,
Dunder Mifflin, a
paper-
corporation.
a paper company that's going up against the corporations.
What corporation?
Staples. And other. Amazon, but they don't talk about it in there because they
Because
don't
they're
want
not brave
to
enough.
piss off Jeff Bezos.
They're not brave enough.
Do not do that. Do not do that. All right, so we are going to go to a break, but before we do that, I'm going to let you all know what the next question set will be.
Ooh, we get to think.
I like
yeah,
it.
yeah.
We get to think.
Ooh. So it's a 3-part question.
Oh, that sounds like 3 questions.
Well,
just like Joe's facts.
Yeah.
you do get to
Okay.
you get to take
There's a
break, though.
theme.
Yeah.
That math checks out.
So
Thank you.
question A: what show had the best side characters? Question B: who was the best side character? And question C: and you're gonna need to take a few minutes to probably think through this one and come up with something good. If that side character, the one you chose as the best side character, started a cult and you had to join that cult, and then you had to recruit me to join that cult, what would be your pitch? And let's go to
Perfect.
break.
Thank you.
Welcome back again. So when we left, I gave our 2 teams their 3-part question.
Long
Question A: what show had the best side characters? Question B: who was the best side character in the show that you are vying for today? And question C: if that side character started a cult and you had to join the cult, and then you had to recruit me to join the cult, what would be your pitch? So let's get started with, you know what? Let's have our team captains rock, paper, scissors. Viewers, I know you're at home. You can't see it, but let's
we can
get
say it
this
out
going.
loud. We can
Yeah,
instead of
yeah,
shoot, we can
yeah.
say what we're
Yeah.
putting out.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
Rock,
but
paper, scissors, rock.
No guns.
you say it first,
no
I
bombs.
guess.
All right. Ready?
You say it first.
Rock.
Well, we still have to do the thing.
Yeah,
Right.
but you say it first.
No, you say it first.
Okay.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, rock.
Scissors. Oh, fuck.
I don't know if you try that.
And
but
for
it was
the
funny.
viewers at home, Joe did actually throw out a pair of scissors. Just
I
now.
like.
Hey, I don't know how it works, so let's try it.
Let's go with us.
All right.
We
sweet
That
defer.
made
on-
me seem like I
sweet
was
on
like very
Sedums.
calculating, but I just totally just wung it.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to go first.
Sweet on
Damn.
Sweetums. What show had the best side character? Or what?
No, what
were-
episode?
Yeah. What were the best side characters? Why did your show have the best
Whoa,
side characters?
Yeah, because we could just list all of the great side.
Sure you
Right.
could.
What
I mean-
made them the best?
Zaniness. They were zany. They
So, yeah,
fun.
honestly, so
Wacky and wild.
Parks and Rec was a little more like fictional,
Yeah.
but still like grounded. It wasn't like nothing absurd happened. The Office
Right.
was very based in reality.
yeah.
You know, the dry,
Not as fun.
cringy kind of stuff, monotonous. You know, the humor that happens from
Very
like,
much the Christopher Nolan of sitcoms.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
yes.
Thank you. That's a great compliment.
Gritty.
like
He's an
what,
amazing
like you
director.
want like problem with the printer humor, or do you want some wacky pest control guys
Yeah.
in a loud park ranger humor?
Oh yeah.
But
The pest control guys were great.
so
too.
we were thinking of all the non-human side characters, such as Little Sebastian, for the listeners out there.
R.I.P.
The same-sex marriage penguins. I forget their
Oh,
names.
Yeah, good stuff.
And also, I feel like the pit itself is a character.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I think we settled on a human side character, Matt.
Yep. I think there's a lot of good human side characters too. Dennis Feinstein was a good one.
We could list them.
We could.
So
Are
then-
we?
And we're going. No. Just kidding.
No. Who was the best side character?
Yes,
I
yes.
did appreciate that.
okay.
That's-
John Raffio and Mona Lisa, the Saperstein. twins.
They're pretty much one person.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
like mirror images. They're
Exactly.
related. They feed off
They were
each other.
birthed
They
at the
vibe
same
off
time.
each other. Yeah. So they are the best character.
Okay. All right, and then so we're in a canon universe where they decide to have a cult, and you to join the cult.
Gladly.
Now you want me to join that cult. How are you going to convince me?
Well, we'd lean right up in your face, get up in your face,
Right up in there.
and probably say something
Like you're this mic right now.
Okay, all right.
"Hey," so I'm like, "Hey, listen to me, honey, baby, sexy. Don't listen to any other cults. Those cults are trash. Me and you, baby, we're gonna make the best cult."
Join, please. Join it. Join it. Join it.
Yeah,
Join
and then
it. Join it.
Maybe
Join it. Join it.
Persistence.
Join it.
she'll be like, "You're not allowed in our cult. I don't like you. I hate you. I want you. You're in my cult."
Get in the cult. Get in our cult.
It's kind of like what is that? Backwards psychology.
Yes,
Reverse.
it's called backwards
That's it,
psychology.
Backwards psychology. Put that puppy in reverse.
It
Go
sounds like
back
a-
until you find something.
Sounds like a Peter Gabriel song.
It's
or
my
something.
favorite Tony Hawk trick too.
Ooh.
Judy pulled it backwards.
It's
psych.
a cool rap album as well. I think Mos Def did it.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw the question to Scrantonicity.
Scrantonicity. What's the first question?
The first question was, what show had the best side characters? Obviously.
Easy. It's The Sopranos.
You didn't say between parts.
Yeah, you didn't say.
But-
So Sopranos
Good answer.
clearly second. Office. All right.
Okay, and why?
Why? I didn't think you'd ask why.
She clearly was gonna ask why. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I didn't read it that way, Joe. Why?
Because they're zany.
Yeah, to use their reason.
Fuck you.
No, well, no. I mean, they said that it was bad that things were relatable in an office environment. You know what? I want to relate to the guy that has problems with the printer. I've had problems with the printer.
Yeah.
And I fucking went back with my 3 buddies and I beat it with a fucking baseball bat to the tune of a
Domino
rap
Fire.
song.
Ghetto Boys.
Yeah, Ghetto Boys.
Oh, I think my friend would have been there. Nai, last name Nai Nanajar.
Yep, that's
Nai
him.
Nanajar.
That's him. I'm
Good
not
guy.
allowed to say no to that.
Good guy.
or else- Yeah. So that's from The Office, correct? Everyone agree?
Yeah.
That's from something that has Office
From
in
an
the
That's
title.
office.
that's from May Office.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
From
Thank
Office.
you.
From
thank
Mike
you.
in the
Judd's
same
office.
space.
Space.
No, I think The Office was really able to just throw in good characters.
And they were there the whole time. They weren't there like
Yeah.
like once every once a season,
They're
twice
not.
a season.
They're not some clearly underqualified stoners running the pet department that
You get
Quit hanging yourself. Quit hanging yourself.
you got Stanley there every day.
Oh,
By the way,
Great.
R.I.P. Harris Whittles,
all right,
writer for the show.
Thank you.
That was that
And
character.
then Stanley. You got Phyllis. You have Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin.
Angela.
Kevin, Angela, star of The Office Ladies,
Mm-hmm.
co-star. You have Oscar Nunez. I don't think there's.
Those are all main characters.
No, they're
No, they're
side characters.
side
I don't think there's a lot of gay men in fucking Parks
Nope.
and Rec.
They're in every episode. They're a main
Not
part
in
of
every
the show.
episode because Oscar actually went out for getting kissed by Michael for a while, and then he came back with Alexis, side
Yep.
character. Okay, and then you have Angela's senator boyfriend. Yeah, we have government too, but we just don't glamorize it like you
and
guys
her boyfriend's gay too.
do. He is gay. Well,
Yeah.
two gays.
Yeah.
Erin comes in later, instantly phenomenal. She's great. They've got the IT guy, who no one knows his name, but he comes in and he wipes hard drives and shit. Oh, they got the guy that can't hear, Dwight's friend that works in the guys. They're
So they just have a lot of.
you want me to
side
keep going?
No, not
Okay.
really. So then who's
All the
the
warehouse
Oh,
best?
they got
guys?
the they got
No,
the
no,
guy. They
Daryl.
got the security guy. Oh, Daryl. Well,
Hank. They have Hank.
Hank. Yeah, Hank, the
He's
security
hilarious.
guy. He's cool.
So you consider Daryl a side character?
No.
For the first few seasons.
No.
I think he saw where you were going to go with that.
Well, actually, I think Stanley's the main character too. So.
What about
And the guy, that guy, and the guy they had for one episode.
Actually,
that
Aziz, I'm
talked
sorry. I
about-
love him, guys.
What
He's
about
great.
Kelly Kapoor? Is she a main character?
Who?
Kelly Kapoor.
Of course.
Okay, so the best side character in The Office.
Creed.
Creed Bratton.
It's clear, undeniable Creed. He might be the best side character on NBC ever.
And why?
Well, he comes in when he needs to. He's
Zany.
You literally have a 5-second line or one line with Creed makes the episode.
yep. It's
Dying, laughing. Let's watch
yeah.
that
It
Creed
might
scene
be
again.
your first memory from that episode. Not to mention, I don't think that you intended to set this question up for us on such a T with a softball on it, but Creed was actually in a cult. He's been part of a cult and he's led a cult.
He led a cult?
Yeah, here I'll read you the
I
quote.
thought he was just a serial killer.
Creed, I've been involved in a number of cults, both as a leader and a follower. You have more fun as a follower, but you make more money as a leader. So, if you want to join a cult, go to the guy with experience. Go to the guy that knows what he's doing.
He knows how to have fun and how to make money.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to their cult because
They would just take your money.
they would just
Money, please.
money, please. Yeah, that's all they want is
Money,
money.
please.
They've stripped Henry Winkler dry, and he's a very good
Gynecologist.
gynecologist.
I will say that Creed said one of the most important things in my life to me. He said, "A man can only ooze two things: sexuality and pus."
Exactly.
And that's how I try to live my life.
I
He-
fucking hate that.
I learned how to do a cartwheel from him. I learned how to dress up as a Halloween character by just covering myself in blood coincidentally on the same day as Halloween. Like, I learned most things from Creed.
How
So
to,
is
how to
that the
drive away
pitch?
when you're a suspect.
Is that the pitch?
What more do you need? Go with the guy with the cult experience.
Yeah, he also changed his identity. That's a great.
Yeah. I don't even think his name is Creed. He was in a band. That's
Yeah.
Oh, he's in a band. He's
He plays
musical.
music like
yeah.
Fucking love
like that
Creed.
guy
Yeah.
from Waco. He was in a band
From
too.
what?
Cult leader for Waco.
Oh,
He
the
was in a
cult leader,
band.
Jim James?
David,
No.
Or no,
David
not Jim
Sedaris?
James. My morning
No,
jacket.
what's his name?
That was Jonestown, yeah.
David.
Wait,
something.
guys, you're mixing up Jim Jones from the Kool-Aid guy, and then Jim
Jonestown.
James, the lead singer of My Morning Jacket.
Which is kind of a
Yes.
cult in its
And-
own way.
Oh,
I
and it
mean,
is, and it's a great one.
yeah,
it's a
And
great
then,
deserves to be one.
All right, I think that we can all agree that
And also,
My Morning
the
Jacket's a great
Waco
band.
cult is not the same as Jonestown.
David,
Sorry, I had
David,
to
Cor-
click-
No,
David
that's
Koresh is
Yeah,
Koresh is
Koresh.
his name.
Koresh, right?
Also, what happened to Waco? Why is there a show about Waco?
Oh, it's
You know
good.
what?
It's like the inside people's version
I
of the
feel
story.
like this is going to be next episode because we're continuing with the season of sellouts. But let's go ahead
Cults.
and get to a close here.
Ooh,
What about guests?
Well,
yeah, we totally had one.
we can definitely do guests. And maybe while we're talking about guests, we can also talk about what show had the most satisfying ending. Let's keep this to
Ooh.
2 sentences, though.
Oh, or is this the actual close?
No, well, we gotta do the guests, and then we gotta do the episode.
Just like Parks and Rec's
commercial.
team would be, just over the top for no reason. Go on. I don't know.
I have no idea what we're doing.
So
we
what's
can your guest.
Why was Parks and Rec?
Oh.
The ending.
The ending was better.
How was it more satisfying than The Office?
No stone was left unturned. I knew where every character was by the end of that show, and I knew
Where they'd be in the
where
future.
they'd be in the
slightly
future.
in the future.
Yeah, exactly. And there was ambition.
That's a
The
second
characters, we had 2, right?
sentence. Oh, yeah.
There was resolve.
There was ambition, and all of the
There's
characters
happiness.
were able to follow their dreams and succeed.
That's
And
good.
I
That was
think
like some
it-
So
think
that's
it-
a third sentence.
Yeah, that's a third
That's a
sentence.
third sentence.
So
because
you
I think it
don't-
was
you don't
there was
get
a
any
ellipses
more-
and I think no.
Yeah, put it.
It
It
in
ended with
parentheses.
Matt.
Put
It
that
ended
much-
with Matt.
I liked it though. It was good. Even though you tried to cheat
Yeah.
the rules.
Cheaters.
2 sentences
For what?
for The Office.
On
Why-
the finale?
Yeah. Why was the finale for The Office
I'll do the first one. You do
more
the second sentence.
satisfying than Parks and Recreation? And I'll give you 3 sentences if you can tell me where Daryl ended up.
I can. Philadelphia. Can I get 3 now?
West Philadelphia?
Born. Oh. Do I get 3?
No, you get 2.
Oh, God damn it. The Office, unlike Parks and Rec, took 1 episode as a true series finale to show where all the characters ended up, even brought back a familiar one in the face of Michael, and was satisfying for all to see because they didn't have to take an entire season of lazy writing to show us that Jerry, Larry, Gary, Gurgich ended up to be the mayor, who was supposed to be the worst character in the world, but ended up being the mayor of a town that was obviously poorly run.
That was one.
That
sentence.
was one sentence.
That was one
One
sentence.
run-on sentence.
It was
Long.
awful.
You said you meant long.
But it was a
It's
sentence.
a run-on.
And second sentence.
And all the side characters got a happy ending as well,
Including Creed
including Creed and Angela and Dwight got married.
and Kevin.
And Michael was the best, or Dwight made Jim the best man, and you thought that he was bad didn't like him the whole time, but at the end he made him his best man, which was really sweet at the end. And Michael was
and I'm the foreign one who can't speak English well.
Well, in the English language rules, you could technically have a run-on sentence.
I've heard
as
run-on
one
sentences.
Well, we had-
that was a
Well, at least we didn't
marathon.
have 3. At least we didn't
As
have 3
long
sentences.
as you put conjunctions
and commas.
and commas.
and in
yeah, good.
great conjunctions.
Yes.
Semicolons are your best friend.
Is that 1 sentence with a semicolon?
Theirs was.
Oh.
All right, so do we have guests?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We do.
They don't have to come in.
No. I think they
can
should.
I
Come
mean,
on.
remember, if we
I think
don't
it's
open
good.
the door, we don't have
Hey,
to.
I kind of want
So
to
no,
open
I
the
brought
door.
this guest in because he is from Indiana.
From India.
And Payne was saying it'd be cool to get somebody like Joel Exotic. So we got Joel Exotic.
Yeah.
So he's actually. You can come on in, man.
Oh,
Said
wow.
Joel Exotic?
Yeah, Joel Exotic.
Exotic,
like Payne
yeah.
said.
All right. Hey, what's up, Joel? How are you doing?
Hey, Mike Joe, how's it going?
Doing well, man. Good to hear from you.
Matt, Joe, good to see you again. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. So,
By the way, I'm Joel Exotic.
tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah, I sell exotic birds.
Okay. So you got in the exotic bird game. Tell us a little bit of what kind of exotic birds.
Yeah, well, I'll just get into my list of birds, and we'll talk about Parks and Rec a little bit after that.
Well, you're from Indiana.
So yeah, I mainly came on here also to sell some of my birds, and we're well stocked. Let's see here. We got a rainbow lorikeet that smells like feet. We got a golden pheasant, and honestly, he's just pleasant. We got a quetzal named Pretzel. We got a puffin that vapes, despite even having seen a cool and hip anti-vape in PSA. it just didn't resonate with him, I guess. Or maybe he just started vaping to spite that. We got a macaw with a southern drawl. We got a kingfisher who's looking for his queen. We got a peacock who, ironically, prefers Fox News.
Oh.
I got a kookaburra, which I got from Rancho Cucamonga. And a magnificent frigate. That the name just sells itself right there. Don't have to say anything else after it. An Andean cock of the rock. That's also one that's just its name. A shoe bill that comes with a free shoehorn. Let's see here. And in our secret room, we got a great tit and a masked booby. Also, we got red-footed and blue-footed and Peruvian boobies if you want to see those too.
I don't want to have to rein this in, but where does Parks and Recreation come in again?
Errol, please, I just have a couple more
Yeah,
birds.
you gotta let him finish. It's clearly 3 pages long.
And of course, who could forget my tawny frogmouth that can ribbit? And actually, in my back of my store, just got a shipment of cassowaries that'll rip your throat out if you breathe too frequently near them. Them things is like velociraptors.
Okay. Well, no ostriches, I guess. Do you have?
No ostriches, but I got an emu on creatine.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you're from Indiana. How did the show affect Indiana?
Yeah, so I'm not from Pawnee. Actually, that'd be convenient because I could speak more directly.
I thought you were from Eagleton though, right?
No. I'm from Eagle County. I'm from a place where the streets have no name. And the town has no name too. Yeah.
Okay, no name Indiana.
Yeah, but the county is named Eagle County. But yeah, I just think the show just did so much for economics of our state, and just little stores like mine, people are coming and they're like, "Is this Pawnee?" And I'll be like, "This is
Close enough.
This is Indiana." And I sell them a couple birds, and they're on their way. But I think I agreed with most of the points that you made about Parks and Rec earlier. I was hearing through the door.
You were just out there listening.
Yeah, and really the only connection is that I'm from Indiana. But yeah, it's cool to get some recognition. There's not too many shows that take place out there.
Yeah, so you would say overall that show did well for Indiana. But what's your favorite episode? What was your favorite episode? I'm just curious.
The penguin one.
Oh yeah.
Come on, of course.
That makes sense.
All right. Well, you guys, that's all I really had for you. We'll keep it sweet and short. Did you guys have anything for Joel?
Have you ever been to Hawkins, Indiana?
Hawkins. It sounds like I would have.
So a much better show takes place there.
Oh yeah, what is it? What show?
Stranger Things.
Ooh.
Oh,
They have birds in that, I think.
I've never heard of it.
Why not?
That's on Netflix.
That's all we have for your guest.
Yeah, that's fine. He came in. I told him we'd spot his birds for him, and so yeah, buy his birds.
Yeah, and I'm glad you came on because we need I heard Joel Exotic is really hot right now, and
We're trying to get.
Yeah, I
we're
don't
trying
know
to
what it
sell
is
out.
really, but I've been
Oh,
getting
I
a lot.
do have one
I've been
question.
getting a lot of emails
We
and
got one.
asking for tigers, but I saw birds.
Tiger birds.
Who's? Do you have a Carol Baskin?
Yeah.
Who's your Carol Baskin?
Who in Florida do you hate?
No, I mean I pretty much have a drama-free life. Single, nothing too.
Oh, single.
Nothing too zany about me, you know.
None of
just
your-
Have you been the one poaching the peacocks from my country?
That's NBC.
I mean, I gotta be
Raj.
honest, probably.
Did you burn down any birdhouses on accident? Was it an accident or was it because you had those files?
Whoa, let's not smear
Or
his
do
reputation
he just makes
on
he just
pie.
makes a little birdhouse in
Okay.
his soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When, the business down the street, Birdhouse of the Soul, when that did go up in flames and my store also conveniently started selling birdhouses, that was just a cool quinketing.
You filled a need in the market.
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
Yep,
so,
that's all for me. Joel Exotic.
Joel.
The exotic bird salesman.
Joel, are
Thanks,
you gonna stay here for the remainder of the episode, or are you?
It's
gonna-
kind of hot.
Okay, you can leave.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's hot in this room. I
Yeah.
might leave.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye, Joel.
See you later.
We
Do
actually
you?
have one guest. Yeah.
Just one?
Yep.
Okay. That's fine. Go ahead.
We'll bring in. Sir, you can come in. Hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming in. Let the listeners of Mock Trial know who you are. I'm the mayor of Scranton. Oh, awesome. Did you have anything to say about the office? Yeah, we really liked the show in Scranton. Oh, cool. Did the show do anything for you? Yes, the suicide rate was at 30%, and now it's at 29. So it actually gave the people of Scranton a reason to live. All right.
That's great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Little grim though that Scranton is a real city, and
I know, and Pawnee's not.
so this is reality.
Yeah, this is reality, and the show actually helped people by lowering the suicide rate by 1%. So, do you guys have any questions for?
What are you doing now to continue lowering the suicide rate?
We're trying to give everyone a subscription to Peacock, so when Netflix boots The Office off of there and they go to Peacock, they can still watch The Office.
Oh wow, doing God's work, I guess. Wow,
Thank
really,
you.
really helping your homeless by giving them a
It's-
subscription on
They
tablets and things that
Yes.
they don't have,
Oh,
and
the-
really can't really.
The homeless are fine. They're not killing themselves.
There's actually more homeless people. We have no solution for that.
I have the same question that Matt had for Joel. Do you have any ostriches?
I cannot disclose that on this podcast. All right. Well,
Fake. What a fucking fake.
thank you, Mayor of Scranton. We don't even know his name. And
Probably Steve or something.
Yeah, probably Steve Scranton.
Steve Scranton. Yeah.
That's a big get.
Yeah, it's a big
Steve
get.
Scranton,
Yeah.
Mayor of Scranton.
We only were able to buy 30 seconds of airtime for him. But,
Well, he's a busy man. He's got to deal with the.
and we're trying
Isn't
to.
there a strangler he needs to catch?
That was actually written for the show, but good of you to know. Steve left. He's not even on anymore.
So confusing how you had like the real Mayor of Scranton, and then The Office is also like a mockumentary, so like it just feels like it's not fiction, but it is.
Wow. Awesome. Yes. But they at least recognized the town of Scranton. They had a parade there after the series ended. You guys pretty much put Mike Pence into the VP spot. Thank you. And also Joe Biden's the nominee.
Well,
because
actually, Joel Exotic ran for.
yeah, did he?
He ran for governor. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Had a weird campaign manager that. Yeah.
You just ran as a moderate.
A lot of parallels.
Straight down the middle.
So many parallels.
Good shit. Raj, you have anything to add as a final thought?
I will say that it is wonderful that there is an Indian character in both of these shows, but the fact that one of them works in a paper company and the other one works for a government and neither of them are engineers or doctors is frankly bullshit.
I will say that The Office has a tech guy that is Indian.
Okay, now we are talking.
Yes.
Like that is representation.
And Michael hates him.
Well, okay.
Because he yells at him for watching too many YouTube videos.
I believe his name is Dave, but
Oh, so he
Michael
was
does
just doing
not
his job.
think
Dave,
it's
that
Dave.
is a classic Indian name, Dave.
Michael does not believe it.
Michael doesn't believe it. Yeah, but that's good for us, right?
No, I think
Classic
it's
cringe
mildly
from
racist.
Michael. Yeah, classic cringe from Michael.
That's fine. Well, let's go to an ad.
Oh.
Hey Ariel, where do you want to go drink tonight?
Oh, let's go to Parsons North. Parsons North is just such an amazing place to go and drink. I love their Midwest IPA. Did you know we live in the Midwest? We're in Ohio. It's insane. I love Parsons North Brewing, and let me tell you why. I love the pinball. I love the fireplace where you can take a picture, where you look famous and you look like you have money, but you don't have any money. You're just buying a $5 IPA. I love the board games where everybody hasn't washed their hands are touching paper. I love Parsons North, and you should love it too.
Back in the 60s, I was with the Grassroots. We toured with Janis Joplin, The Doors, Cream. We had a lot of fun. Now I do quality assurance for a paper company. As you can imagine, drugs played a part. We still do. My work calls last about 90 seconds, and that's about as long as I can concentrate.
Old Town East a little too bland for you?
And we're back. That was a really great ad. Yes, Old Town East is to what? What was that, Matt?
It's totally rad.
It's totally rad for you.
It's so cool. It's the best place in Ohio. So let's get to our winners. There was a really clear winner and a really clear loser today. And our winner for the Parks and Rec versus Office is, drumroll please, The Office.
Yes, obviously.
What?
Obviously.
Scrantonicity.
Makes sense.
Now that feels a lot harsh that you said clear loser. Fuck you.
Well, as a ardent fan of Parks and Recreation, I was actually really surprised about this one as well. But it really came down to the argument. It came down to what argument was better here, and Scrantonicity had the best argument.
I thought
And
so. I thought so too.
let me tell you why. So, one of the questions that I came up with that I really liked was who had the best relationship, or what relationships could we stand the most. And Scrantonicity brought up Phyllis and Bob Vance. And I don't really ever think about Phyllis and Bob Vance, but you guys are right.
They're
Phyllis,
truly wonderful.
they're super underrated,
Yeah.
and they should definitely be celebrated. They're not celebrated enough. Phyllis deals with a lot of Michael's bullshit,
Maybe the most.
Didn't he speak at her wedding?
Yeah. No, Bob Vance had to like take him off of the stage.
Yeah.
They kicked him out of the wedding.
Oh yeah, he had to stand outside.
And then he rescued a guy that had Alzheimer's and
Right, and ended up being
the
Phyllis's
hero.
like grandpa or something.
Right.
and then they all praised him.
Yep.
Well, and obviously Ben, Leslie, Andy, April have the best relationship. That's guaranteed. That's how I feel. I look up to the relationships. I'm just really amazed that someone even brought up Phyllis and Bob Vance, and so that was a winner for me.
Underrepresented.
Yes, definitely underrepresented. At some point you said kissing isn't cheating.
True. That's true.
That is not true.
Oh.
Don't take that home because you will get kicked out of your home. Let's
Not if
see.
you're single.
There's so many messed up offers. Let's not go there. Ben is a simp. I had never heard that term before. Have you guys heard simp before? Is it just?
It's getting pretty big now.
I never heard it, so yeah, you and me were
Simp
right,
and
so.
coke.
Well, we're selling out, and I think Simp has been officially sold out.
It's
so,
sold?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been sold. Big dollars.
So I personally love me a soy boy. Is a soy boy the same as a simp?
Yeah, there's like soy boy beta cuck, and then there's Simp.
God, I love me a soy boy beta cuck.
Can't be a simp if your marriage is arranged.
Oh.
Thank you, Raj.
There we go.
Yeah.
Raj.
We might have to think about switching Raj out for
Fuck
Yeah.
that guy.
Yep.
switching
Right?
Varun out for Raj.
Seriously.
Um.
Explosive jury duty.
Yeah.
So then we
what a
talked-
bad excuse.
Fucking idiot.
Just say you're working.
We talked about joining a cult, and that's something I've been really looking into nowadays. With
T-shirts.
Everybody
the
needs a
whole
quarantine
pandemic
hobby.
going on. Yeah, right. We got to get into something. And Parks and Rec mentions the John Ralphio and Mona Lisa, and I just have to say that persistence is not fun. It's pretty annoying.
And
But you join.
aren't they self-proclaimed the worst?
They are.
There we go.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
So, and then going to Creed.
Yes.
Like, that just makes so much sense.
Right. He's been there. He's done that.
Right.
Yeah. I want to for my first cult. I want to go with the guy that has been there and done that.
He'll be gentle.
Yeah.
Joining you into this cult.
But he's gonna get to the point. Yeah.
But it'll get you there.
Yeah. He's not just gonna steal my money like Mona Lisa and John Ralphio.
And then the very last argument that really kind of, I don't know, spilled over for the office of why I thought they had the best argument, the best debate, goes back to whether or not I can or cannot hear. And your guest today for Parks and Recreation was Joel Exotic, not Joe Exotic. But when you first started talking, when before you even invited Joel Exotic on, I thought you said Joe Exotic, and I think we can all agree that Joe Exotic is human trash.
Yeah, no, I think
Joel
I
Exotic
think we're
is a
starting
nice
to get
guy.
the mix up because like
Yeah.
Kenny the lawyer wanted someone high profile and talked about on the pod, and I misheard. I thought he said
So
Joel.
that was on us. We thought he said Joel.
It seems like he had a pretty good industry going though. Like he doesn't seem low profile.
Yeah, I mean he has a good exotic bird store in Indiana.
Probably very safe, very good for the birds too.
Steals peacocks though.
It does steal peacocks.
Steal peacocks.
I mean, it's a bird sanctuary out there. I hear. I mean, it's a sanctuary. It's got to be.
It's a prison.
It's got to be good, right?
Prison.
Yeah.
He has tropical
It's a
birds
bird temple,
where it
yeah.
snows sometimes.
That took me a second. I don't know why. Fuck.
Some dark shit, bro.
Yeah. We're gonna be thinking about that all night. So good job. Good job, Grantonicity. Let's get to our thank yous. Who would we like to thank you today?
God.
God first. God first and
Always.
most.
Which one?
Right?
There's so many.
Also, Satan.
There's only
Yahweh.
one.
Also, Satan. Without Satan, there wouldn't be God. So.
That was the office's argument. Without
Yeah.
the office, there wouldn't be, so without Satan, it wouldn't be good. No, thanks for all the new followers on Instagram. Again, if you listen, you're great. If you don't, you're a fake ass bitch. But obviously, if you don't listen, you're not going to know that. I did want to shout out if you need a face mask, 614 Masks. Makes them and sends them to you.
Sticker Mule.
Sticker Mule, yeah, they sent us some good stickers. You could use those as a face mask, so.
I would like to thank my wife for the green card. Thank you, Winona.
Oh, shit. I didn't
Why
know you were on
not?
90 Day.
Let's thank Raj for listening to us.
Yeah, I know. Well, we low-key kidnapped him.
Am I allowed to go home now?
You've always been
Almost,
allowed.
It is-
almost, pal.
It's
almost.
my turn
The
to cook
door's
dinner.
open, remember?
I have
Just
to cook
keep
for
your
my
hands
family.
up the whole time.
Yeah,
That's all I can
stop
tell
putting
you.
We
your
gotta
hands
get
on
some
the
more content out of you.
And for real though, Parsons North Brewing, thank you.
Hey, maybe have Raj do the
That's fine.
exit.
Oh.
What do you think?
Raj, we would love that.
I think it is. You know what it is, bitch.